What? Hey! Make some noise! Ladies and gentlemen, from LA to New York, Chicago to Mississippi, let's give it up for America's #1 funny man, Rodney.
What's up, party people? It's your boy, Rodney Perry. You're tuning in to Rodney Perry Live. We do this show every single day. We can't do it without you. Shouts out to Granny Wiles, the first one in the chat today. Appreciate you, sis, for coming on. Thanks to the eyeballs that are looking in. Appreciate you as well. Super excited about the show today. Shouts out to Nate Jackson and the Nate Jackson Super Funny Comedy Club. I was out in Tacoma, Washington, Seattle this weekend, and Nate is always great at having little field trips. So the last time I was there, we went to a freaking rodeo, right? Rodeo was incredible. Great day out. And this time, I was honored to watch Nate throw out the first pitch of the Seattle Mariners game versus the Blue Jays. And there's nothing like professional sports in America. I'm going to say that. Nothing like it. I mean, you think you've seen it, but you haven't seen it till you sat in the stadium. Freaking amazing. Shouts out to the Seattle Mariners. Shouts out to the Blue Jays. The $17 hot dogs, the $20 beer. It was all worth it. I had a ball. All right. Great time this weekend. Shouts out to me for being funny as all get out. I mean, have you ever been doing what you do and step back and look at yourself and go, damn, boy, you good? I did that this weekend. Speaking of damn girl, you good. She's on the show. She's a world-renowned poet. And I had the honor of having her hit me up like, Rodney, when am I going to be on the damn show? You've been doing these damn shows. When I'm going to be on, you know what? Queen Sheba, it would be my honor, my privilege. Welcome to the show. Queen Sheba is in the building. What's up, sis?
Pew, 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 pew. Where's your pew, pew button? Pew, pew, pew.
I got some.
Hey.
I got
Thank
stuff.
you so much for having me. This is so exciting.
First of all, you know you look just like my sister. I've told you that many times.
Yeah. You know, I haven't met her yet.
And she's slowly becoming you. Like she's a bike rider. She's doing marathons. She's jogging.
Come on, shout out to Bonafide, shout out to Movers and Pacers. Let's go. Come on, sister.
Yo, I think you might be one of the top 5 healthiest people in my life.
Oh my God, thank you so much. Oh my God. That just brought it to
a world-renowned poet, performer, a host, a comedian. I've watched you wear so many hats. How do you effortlessly do that?
It's not effortless, but I love it. You know, I tell people all the time that if you love your job, it's not an issue. And work is not the problem. It's loving what you do, period. And I love it.
Wow, how about that? Queen Sheba is in the building. She's at the Queen Sheba on social media. Okay, Queen, let me ask you this. Because you also picked up the turntables. And I have a rig over here. I was learning, you know, through our mutual friend. And how about this? This is what I realized about myself. I don't know the title of any songs.
Me neither.
You don't?
Me, no.
But you do it. You still are able to DJ.
Because I Google it. I Google the lyrics real quick and come and find the titles. That's it. When I tell you, I don't know the titles to anything. Unless, of course, you start to use them over and over. But initially, when people are like, play so-and-so, and I'm like, I don't know what that is. And then I'll put it in and I'll be like, oh, I know what that is.
Oh, that's blah, blah, yes.
It's blah, blah, blah. Exactly.
Get out of here. Are you serious?
Dead serious.
Like, how do you deal with the anxiety? Because people don't tell you that there's a DJ anxiety. Like that song is about to fucking end, and you got to play something
30
else right
seconds to
now.
find the title, find the song, drop it, match it up, make it mix, make it blend. Oh my God, it is. It's a lot. It's a lot, but I don't deal with it. It drives me insane.
Hey, when is your birthday? When is your birthday? I don't know
2
this.
weeks, August 11th.
So you're a Leo the Lion. You're a lioness.
Gang, gang. Leo gang, gang.
Okay,
Yes.
I'm a
We're the
fan
best.
of
We're
the
the
lions.
best.
My daughter is a lioness,
We the best.
and
What's
I'm a
your
Virgo,
sister?
so I come in just after you. I say you guys are the beginning of party season, Leos.
So what we party all summer. So we start at Memorial Day way back with the Geminis, and then we party all the way up to Labor Day with the Virgos. So really the summer is Leo season. That's really
That's
the
true. I'll give you that.
Invite us out. We're the host of y'all parties. You want us to do everything because
We're fun.
We're fun.
You're fun.
We're fun. We're fun. When's your birthday?
9/15, September 15th.
Oh, September 15th, Virgo. You did just say that. Virgo.
Yeah,
I got a
I'm
Virgo
in the heart of
rising.
Virgo, but I don't think I'm a pure Virgo. I think there are purer Virgos than I.
Oh, I'm definitely a Leo through and through. Anything you've ever read or heard about a Leo, I'm it. Good, bad, upside down, amazing, ugly, weird, quirky.
All that.
All of it. Everything. Everything.
All right.
Confident on the outside.
My next guest for the day.
On the inside.
My next guest for the day. I'm a super fan of this young man. Had the pleasure of watching him from what feels like his emphases, and now he's just a really, really good comedian, man. It's a pleasure to watch him work. Welcome to the show, Mr. Marlon Ballard. Marlon, how are you, buddy?
What's up, man? Hey, what's up, Ronnie? Thank you for having me. Hi, Queen Sheba. Nice to meet you again.
Yeah. Hey, so be careful, Sheba. Marlon is the old school woman slayer.
Don't listen to him, Queen Sheba. Don't listen to him.
Old school woman slayer.
Don't listen to him.
Hey,
He lying.
Your ass is 40 plus. Marlon will take you down.
Okay, well, I'm right at 40, Marlon. So I'm lying, but I'm just saying.
I used to catch you when you hosted Apache. I did a couple of your shows. I'm like, she kind of fine.
Yeah.
Why you ain't holler at me,
Queen Sheba
Marlon?
ain't got no
What's up?
time
You
for
could have saved me from a bunch of misery.
I'm sorry. You could have saved. Well, you could have saved me, but my past 3 relationships with Leos. I'm like, damn it.
You weren't ready.
Wow.
What's your sign?
Aquarius.
Oh, you're our opposite.
Oh, my
That's
wife
why.
is an Aquarius. Yeah, y'all interesting people.
You're our
You've been loved by Aquarius. You've
never been loved better.
Is there a good interesting or bad interesting? With how you say it?
Aquarius is y'all don't finish y'all projects. I can't with y'all.
Oh wow, that's crazy. You say that. My wife got motherfucking about 15 pieces of furniture in my garage of shit she's supposed to be sanding down.
They got great ideas, but they need the Virgo to help them finish it and the Leo for the big picture. They got great ideas, but they do not want to do that work.
I did most of the work, so somebody can come.
Hey, but you know what? I'm guilty of that too. Like I'm a great idea man, but implementation is always tough for me sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
So I need people to help me execute my ideas.
Facts.
That's me. And then I'm gonna take all the
he's in the building. His name is Marlon Ballard. Marlon loves music too. That's what I like. That's one of the things I like about him. He's the king of old school music. I love that.
What's your favorite old school song?
Old school song. Damn, I can't pick one. That's how many songs I just know. I can't pick one. But okay. Rodney knows this. Rodney knows this about me.
You could be a DJ, Marlon. You ever thought about it?
I thought about it.
Easily be a DJ.
I thought about it, but people want the old school DJs with the crate and the records. I don't have that. Okay. I don't have all that stuff to carry around.
Nobody carries crates no more.
Some of them do. Some of them do.
No, they shouldn't.
I know they shouldn't, but some of them do.
Stupid. If they carry crates, they're a fucking idiot.
They're ridiculous. Pay for a monthly subscription to some record pool and call it a day.
Exactly. I would love to do it, but I don't have the time, man. That's just
all right. The Queen Sheba's in the building.
Yes.
The man Marlon Ballard, Marlon Comedy is in the building.
Yes, sir.
And one of the show's favorites. You really can't do more than a couple of days without this lady being on this show because she makes me fucking laugh. She tickles me. She say I don't treat her good, but I don't know. That can't be true because I respect her comedy so much. Welcome to the show, One Act Drama, a.k.a. Andromeda Jones. Welcome to the show, Andromeda. How are you?
Good morning.
Good morning.
How is everyone?
I don't treat you good?
Let me tell you something. You done told this lady she glowing. You done
She
told
is
this,
glowing.
you done told this man he's the most amazing human in the world. And then you say Andromeda.
Oh, and
We
up
know
next,
he said
Andromeda.
he can't go a couple days without you being on the show because that's how impactful you are.
That's a compliment right there.
That's an absolute compliment. And you've been on this show outside of myself more than any other human being. People be calling me complaining like, how come I ain't been on this minute as much as drama? I'm like, you know what? I don't like you as much as I like drama. Sorry.
Well,
So
I appreciate it. My Virgo.
That's who be on here cutting up with Randy. That's her.
Yes.
That's
Okay.
Yes. And Randy Scott is a problem. Okay. Randy Scott is a freaking problem.
I'm familiar with you.
All right, let's get her back situated. All right, you all right? You all right, Queen Sheba over there?
Yeah, I don't know what that was. I'm over here pressing buttons. My bad. My bad.
It's okay. I'll put you back in this square.
Oh, let me share the stream.
Yeah, that's what I was trying. Thank you. That's exactly what I was trying to do. I was like, I'm over here pressing buttons.
So, have you ever been on StreamYard before?
Yes.
Queen?
Yes.
Yeah, so you got to have a relationship with StreamYard for them to let you do it immediately. But thank you for sharing the stream. I really appreciate that. My name is Rodney Perry. You're tuning in to Rodney Perry Live. Let's get the show underway. Jamie Foxx spoke this week. Jamie Foxx, who is rumored to have had a stroke, he came online and he spoke about what he had been through. He looks like a smaller version of himself. Of course, the internet did a split screen of him afterwards. But more than anything, man, as a stroke survivor myself, to watch him speak and to watch him collect his thoughts and be able to communicate, that speaks volumes to what he's been through. I'm sure he's had a bit of a rehab process. So my question to you guys is, what's your thoughts on Jamie Foxx? And were you worried about him, Queen Sheba?
I definitely was worried about him. I'm a Google online doctor. No, I'm just playing.
Me too.
So when it first came out, I was like, that definitely sounds like a stroke, which is simply, for people who don't know, which means a lack of oxygen to the brain. Why do I know this? Because I'm a whole adult athlete, like Rodney said. So sometimes it happens in our run and bike communities. So when I heard it, I was like, that definitely sounds like a stroke. And Jamie Foxx has been going since he was 16 years old. And I just felt like, this is a horrible way to take a break, but maybe he needed this break. And a lot of times as artists, we get this imposter syndrome, and we're like, if we're not doing, if we're not producing, if we're not out there, if we're not on top, if we're not, so, of course, now there's a Netflix movie with him in it that's, featured up there to keep I'm sure his PR.
I started watching that movie last night, but I got sleepy and I fell asleep on it. But
oh Lord, don't say that. But yeah, I mean, but it's the way the PR is like, okay, well, he has a stroke right now, so let's make sure that he's out there. We just have this ancestral drive in the US to never take holiday. Everybody else in the world takes holiday for a month at a time. We're like, oh, we're gonna go away for the weekend. What?
It's a lot. It's a lot. Marlon, talk to me, man. We watched Jamie Foxx speak for the first time in some months. And as a stroke survivor, I went through it. And how about this? I had people reach out to me, like Queen just said, that was like, you, dude, I had a stroke last year. You're going to be fine. And I'm like, nigga, you had a stroke? So some really famous people don't like the public to know what they're going through. What was your thoughts as you watch Jamie Foxx go through this?
I mean, I was scared just like everybody else. Because Jamie, to me, is like, he's in my top 3, like, of people that I've been watching forever. So, hearing something bad happen to him, which we've never heard anything remotely bad happen about him, is scary.
Yes.
And, Jamie is a workaholic, like Queen Sheba said. So if you don't sit your ass down, eventually God gonna sit your ass down.
Hello.
So
how about that?
So,
hey, I mean, One Act Drama's in the building. One Act Drama, Jamie Foxx has finally spoken. What was your thoughts as you watched him communicate? I know in my mind, I was like, who damn trimmed up his goatee?
Why he in the hospital? Who was in there combing his hair? His woman.
I wish she wouldn't have said nothing to you Negroes, because you're nosy. Y'all want to know everything. Let that man go over there and recover in peace. That man shouldn't have to come out because his little movie. You should watch the movie just because it's Jamie. That man has given us bodies of work that we will remember.
Yes.
It will go forth forever. I wish he would have stayed in recovery. Cause now y'all out here talking about the man a clone. Y'all saying everything but get well soon. Let that man do what he need to
but
do.
how about this? What a way to sell a movie.
Hello.
You got a guy, and
Perfect
the
timing.
word clone is in the title. They clone Tyrone, and Jamie Foxx is the fucking perfect pimp in this movie. It was
Yo, it's
really dope.
hilarious.
He had a great performance.
It's hilarious.
Yeah,
I wish he would have came with the video with like 5 of himself green screened in, so we couldn't tell which one was the real Jamie. That's what he should have done. It should have been 5 Jamie Foxxes all talking to each other. That's what I would.
Right.
It'll be him, Wanda. Who else you been playing? It'll be a bunch of people.
Yeah. How about that? Again, man. I was doing a lot. Like Jamie was smarter than me. He stayed out of the way. I was going live from my stroke bed.
You was.
I was doing the Queen Sheba.
I remember.
My family was like, get that fucking phone from him.
Hey, Rodney was going live every day. We was like, we don't know if this nigga's sick or not. We don't believe him.
Right.
We don't believe him.
Hey, wait, one night drama. I was going live. My family was like, look, I thought I was saying some fly shit. I was like, hey, everybody, Rodney Perry had a little stroke. It's gonna be all right. God is good. What I really was saying was Baba Dibba Dibba.
You was the Charlie Brown teacher.
I was the Charlie Brown teacher.
I'm sure your family had to hide your phone from you. You are a workaholic too, and we as artists and creatives, we do this until our death. We're like, oh God, we're off the air for like 5 seconds. What can I do? But it's okay, y'all. It's
not
okay.
me, babe. I'm gonna take a nap.
Hey, you bring up a great point. Sheba. Do you have an exit strategy? Are you planning to retire someday?
So yes, this year I've actually had 2 health scares in the last 7 months, and one was 9 days ago. So I don't know if you can see my shoulder. Let me see if you can see that. You see that?
Yeah. So, what is that?
So 9 days, today's Tuesday. So not 2 days ago, but last Sunday, I'm riding my bike, as we just said that I do. I'm an avid cyclist. I'm an experienced.
You're a real deal. You the real deal.
You'll
put in 50 miles a day.
A day. So, I mean, on the weekends. Let's be on the weekends. But during the week, at least 20 to 25 miles, 3 days a week, and then 50 to 100 on the weekend. I'm an avid cyclist. I'm in shape. There's nothing wrong with me.
You know, ain't no more shape to get in.
It ain't.
You can't get no better than you. Ain't no more shit to get in.
Let me see your calf muscles. Let me see your calf muscles.
My calf muscles is crazy.
She was like, what is you riding for? And nothing, and no reason to be healthy, because I like to eat sugar like every Black person in the South. Because I like
sugar is the cocaine of foods.
Oh my God. Oh my God. And not to even give a company a shout out.
Stay focused, Queen Sheba. You telling the story 9 days ago. What happened?
9 days ago.
She was off on
I know, I was talking about food. I got excited. 9 days ago, I'm riding my bike. I live in Sylvan Hills. I go up Sylvan Road, make a right on Murphy Ave, make a right on RDA. I'm in the West End. I wake up on the ground. 2 miles from the house. Nobody knows why. No brain. And I lost my short-term memory for 20 minutes. It was the scariest thing. I didn't know who Biden was. I didn't really care.
So you didn't know where you were?
Didn't know where I was. Didn't know why I was on the ground. Didn't know why I was outside.
No blood pressure issues.
No blood pressure. They did the whole. I stayed in Grady. Shout out to Grady. I stayed in Grady until Tuesday, and so that was Sunday at 8 p.m. I stayed in Grady until 3 a.m. on Tuesday. So more than 48 hours. They did everything: brain scan, heart scan, blood scan. I happen to be HIV negative on top of it. Let's go.
God is good.
Hello.
Now, I heard they was cloning motherfuckers at Grady too. So I don't know. You might be.
I might not even be me right now.
See,
you might not be you.
I might not be me. On you, it's gonna be an eye in the middle of your forehead. They are not gonna do it. They are not gonna do it. Okay,
Queen Sheba. So did
so
you fall?
I fell.
Do they know if you fell or not?
So a woman saw me. 3 people saw me. There was no traffic. It was Sunday, bright, 8 p.m. No issue. I wasn't in a rush. I was going to a group. they were anticipating me. A woman said that so on a road bike, you lean forward. She said that I fell backwards and to the right, which is why it's on my right shoulder. And I had a concussion for a little while. It was insane. And the scariest part is nobody knows why. They can't say, oh, because you were dehydrated or you had a heart issue or what. So it's like, what do you do with your life but live every day like it's amazing, which then goes to what we were just talking about. Do we push every day or do we take a nap with one act drama? Like which one do we do? Or do
Guess what I did? Passed out.
My brain passed out. My brain was like, it's too, I'm done. I'm tired. We need a nap right now.
Get out of here. I mean, but it's remarkable to even be talking to you right now. This is what I found out when I had my stroke, is that modern medicine doesn't understand the brain. I mean, they do their best. I mean, we got some of the best neuro people in the world, but it's parts of our brain they just don't get. They just don't understand. And for you to, it could be like a hard reset. It could be just like unplugging your computer for a couple of minutes.
Yep.
And you having this hard reset.
Yeah.
And so I'm glad you're here with us.
I'm glad you're here. I'm glad Jamie Foxx is here. And it just really goes to show, like, as a creative, as a entertainer, all four of us, it's like, take the rest, listen to your body, and go hard.
How about that? One act drama. You didn't fall off nothing, did you?
Let me tell you something. I ain't getting up high enough to fall. That's number one.
Let's about 5'2".
The highest I'm gonna get is an airplane. If I fall, that means everybody fell. Cause we all.
This is a bad day for the whole plane.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm. No, I have mixed connective tissue disease. So I have.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
So I have symptoms of lupus, scleroderma, and rheumatoid arthritis.
Lupus is very painful too. That's a nerve disease. Am I right?
Yes. So and right now I'm dealing with the arthritis portion. So I take these good old pills every day. And right now it's affecting my foot. Are
you taking like something for the pain?
So I can, but I'm already taking the I would run get it, but I ain't got no bottoms on.
Don't go and get it. Don't run get it. It's a family show.
Come on, Damon Wayans.
So yeah, but
I know, right?
It starts with an M, but it's basically an anti-inflammation medication. So I don't like, even though I can take an ibuprofen, them warnings be scaring you. They be talking about your liver failure, pass out on your bicycle, like all kind of stuff. So I be scared.
Your liver ain't gonna fail for like.
But I go to the doctor Thursday.
Okay.
For them
you
to
take
follow.
You take gabapentin for the nerve pain?
No, I'm just on the one medication. Hold on, I'm gonna go this way. Oh, please.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Jesus.
You don't have to go get it. We believe you.
You know what I'm saying? She was trying to hide them Vicky secrets. The secrets.
Okay, it's called
She's back.
Meloxicam.
Whoa. Let's Google that, y'all. Meloxicam.
Yeah.
I take one every day.
That's the only thing I do.
And that does everything. Takes away your pain.
I started taking this stuff called She Legit. Have you heard of She Legit?
I mean, I got something that'll cure all of that. It's called THC.
Marijuana.
Does THC really work?
It relaxes the shit out of you.
It relaxes you. Yeah, for sure.
See, I don't want to be sleepy.
It's the turkey bacon of weed, pretty much.
It's the turkey bacon of weed.
Turkey bacon is not bacon.
It's not, but that's and THC ain't weed.
How about that? Yeah, this Roddy Perry, doing the Roddy Perry Live. I'm talking to my friends today. Marlon Ballard is in the building. The Queen Sheba, one act drama. Okay, here we go. The name of the game is This or That, Marlon. And I said today we're gonna have a musical version of This or That. So here we go. Pick one as you see fit. Saxophone or drums?
Drums.
Drums. Queen Sheba, saxophone or drums?
Ooh, it depends about my mood, but my knee-jerk reaction was drums.
Really?
My knee-jerk reaction.
We love the beat. We black. One act drama, saxophone or drums?
Saxophone. I just feel sexy when I see somebody playing the saxophone.
Do they have to be a good-looking person?
Most times saxophone players be ugly. It be the drummers that be fine.
Is that right? All right, one act drama. New Edition or Boys to Men?
New Edition.
What was that? What was that little movie you just did? What was that?
That
Do it
was
again.
Bobby
That was
Brown
her
mixed with Lil
video
Rap Trash
tryout.
Man.
That was her video girl tryout moves.
All right, the Queen Sheba, New Edition or Boys to Men?
For what?
Thank you.
For
I
what?
don't know. You
Ain't
call
nobody
it
at a
whatever
party
you
at
want to talk
the
about.
end of the road.
Say exactly. So if we talking about a
Vocals.
private session, then we talking about Boys to Men. If we talking about a party, we talking about New
A
Edition
private session of what?
of singing
Trying to
that.
give you this Motown feeling.
Hey, I don't know, something.
So who you picking, one or the other?
New Edition.
New Edition. I see. What are we talking about? Marlon Ballard, New Edition or Boys to Men?
It's difficult, but I'll take New Edition. They're the reason Boys to Men is around, so I'll take New Edition, man.
I'm about to mess you up at Marlon Ballard.
What?
Jodeci or KC and JoJo?
It's the same thing.
It's not the same.
There
It's
was
the same thing.
only
Yeah.
them two in the group.
KC and JoJo and Jodeci are two different things.
They are, but they are Jodeci.
Two-man group.
I'm taking Jodeci.
You taking Jodeci over Casey and JoJo?
I'm taking Jodeci.
Wow.
I'm taking Jodeci.
Wow. One act drama. Jodeci or Casey and JoJo?
Listen, Jodeci, because Casey and JoJo alone, I need somebody to look at. I don't want to see Ren and Stimpy by themselves.
I agree. That is not a good looking crew at all.
You need somebody else to balance it out.
Who called somebody Ren and Snippy?
I don't know. They were the
all right, Queen.
they were the
Queen Sheba,
aliens
Jodeci.
Nah, not Casey and JoJo at all. No, they can't come to my
No?
party. They can't even come to my party with Boys to Men. No.
Wow, how about that?
Jodeci.
All right, musical cities up next: Chicago or Atlanta?
ATL. ATL. We got everything. We got stepping all the way to classical, to hip hop, to country, to blues.
You got stepping. What you mean you got stepping? You ain't got no stepping in Atlanta.
We got
Chicago.
Yes, we do. We got
that's stepping.
hello. And you better go to Cigar City and get one of them old school DJs. They'll have you stepping that moved down here from Chicago. We got it all.
Okay. That don't count. You got the Chicago. All right, drama. Chicago, Atlanta.
Atlanta,
Duh.
Come on, I'm looking for you to make some sense of this Marlon Ballard.
Man, it's not gonna make no sense, bro. Atlanta got Chicago, dog.
Yeah.
Y'all got R. Kelly. That's it.
R. Kelly alone shuts down everything.
We got Usher, we got CeeLo Green, we got Goody Mob,
Outkast.
we got
TLC.
Outkast, we got. You don't want me to keep going. We got JD. We got
Who
everybody.
who Chicago got? Kanye?
Kanye, R. Kelly, the Brat,
Common, Kanye, and R. Kelly shuts down all music.
R. Kelly and Kanye cancel each other out.
J. Hud, Jennifer Hudson.
J Hood. Well, right now, y'all do got Jay Ivy, who was the first spoken word artist to win a spoken word Grammy last year
I know about
in our
Jay
category. Ivy. That's right. And Jay Ivy was on Kanye's album. I'm still sticking with Atlanta, but I'm just saying Chicago is like
Chicago is dope as hell.
Yeah, y'all dope.
How people be troubled though. Case in point, Kanye and R. Kelly.
Rodney was about to say crucial conflict next. We got crucial conflict. I'm like, no.
I wasn't gonna say that.
Look at it.
All right, guys. Singers or poets? Marlon Ballard, singers or poets?
Singer.
One act drama, singers or poets?
Singers.
Absolutely not. We the ones writing your songs. We the ones writing the raps. We are the ghostwriters.
Come on, poet.
All of us can't sing, but all of us write, and not all the singers write.
That's true. That's true.
We write all of our stuff. We don't do covers of other people's poems. We do, like on rare occasion. We don't do covers of other people's poems. You ain't gonna see me coming to do a cover of Jay Ivy's poem no, that's plagiarism and you'll get shot.
Now let me ask you this, Queen Sheba. I know in the comedy world, it's imperative that you write your own material. Is that true in the
Comedians
poetry
don't
world?
always write their stuff either. Every time you watch an HBO special, it'll say written by Rodney Perry, his wife, his sister, his cousin, and everybody else.
No, everybody don't give people credit. Kevin Hart is the only person in modern comedy that has given anybody other than himself credit. And the last special, he gave nobody credit but himself.
Well, he might have wrote that one, but I'm just saying that comedians don't always write all their stuff. Rappers, singers, y'all don't all write. We write all of our stuff. There's never a time when somebody comes up to me and says, "Is that your poem?"
Can you say we though and include everybody? Somebody is definitely benefiting from somebody else's writing ability. I'm sure.
Oh, for sure. Corporate America, because we write their commercials, we write their voiceovers. They call us. I've been called on by Reebok, Red Bull, United Way, and Carol's Daughters, just to name a few, to write, and Lululemon, to write poems for their commercials. So yeah,
wow,
I mean, you're gonna hear poems on commercials right now. You don't know their poems because they're ridiculous and stupid because they have to
right.
But no, we write all of our stuff. Now
I love that. Granny Wilder says, "I write my own stuff always. I have never bit off anyone." Is a rapper not a rapper if he doesn't write his material? Marlon.
No, he's still a rapper. He's rapping.
I mean, yeah, he's still a rapper, but is he a rapper if he doesn't write his material?
I mean, does he lose some type of street cred for you?
No. Because I love Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre don't write his shit, so I love,
Who?
I love Dr. Dre. He don't write his shit, but I love his deliverance, whatever.
Right.
Deliverance.
But he don't profess to be a rapper either.
He got 3 albums.
He does. And we've been waiting on the Chronic for 50,000 years. Oh my God. One Act Drama, is a rapper less of a rapper to you if he doesn't write his material?
Nah, you rap. As long as you rap, that's the operative word.
Because Easy
is that true, Queen Sheba? Because I mean, I've always said like he don't write. Not Meg Thee Stallion. What's her name? One of those girls don't write her stuff.
They're the vessel. They start off writing, I'm sure, because that's how they get on. That's how they tell their story. Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, Ice Spice, Glorilla, all of the ones that are popping right now. Of course, but then they get busy. They don't have time to write all that. There's no way that I think by the second and third album that they still at home at their computer like, oh, let me write this song real quick. No, because now they got demands and appearances and featured, and how many features they on. They're not writing all that. But what I will say is that whoever is writing for those people do have to get to know them. So they're writing of their voice.
You got to know the person's voice.
You got to know the person's voice for sure.
Yeah. Like, I don't fashion myself as a great writer, a comedic writer. I fashion myself as a great reporter. Like I can look at life around me and kind of regurgitate what I saw, the life that I'm living. How do you characterize your writing, Queen Sheba?
That's a perfect way to put it. I actually have an English degree and a master's in creative writing, and I've always felt like I was a reporter or a voice of the people. And I think poems are the best way to tell people what the issues are that are going on around you and then come up with a solution. So definitely. And then, me having a journalism degree, I mean, it really goes hand in hand. So, and then you come up with.
You've been a writer from the beginning. I love that. Marlon Ballard, man, as a comedian, how do you fashion yourself as a writer or more of a performer?
I'm more of a writer because you see me on stage, and sometimes I stand there, I just, and sometimes I move depending on how I feel. But I don't know. In order for me to write, I have to do something. I have to go out and live. I can't just sit at home and be like, I'm gonna just come up with a new 2 hours right here at home. I need to get out and go on vacation and see some stuff, and then I'll come back with the inspiration to do so.
One Act Drama. I'm always fascinated with people that can sit with a blank sheet of paper and write a joke. Are you that girl?
Yeah, me and Aston just talked about this. He had me to write a joke on Monday, and I had it done in like 3 minutes and then performed it for him. And he was like, what's wrong with your brain? How did you? So if you give me, well, he didn't even give a topic. He just had us think of something. But I think I'm really good at the backside of something. So everybody was talking about Carly Russell and their perspective of her, but I wrote from the baby's perspective that didn't exist. I thought about that. And he was like, I never would have thought of that. He actually, I'm gonna give him the joke, but yeah, I go around the back of it. I don't go through the front door.
So
All
as
right,
comedians,
well,
when you give somebody a joke, what do you get? Money or
You
credit?
can get money.
some people will pay, some people pay, and sometimes you just get the satisfaction. So I had one of my comedic friends get fucking mad at me because when you and my peer and we write a joke together, I can say that I helped, right?
Yeah.
And this girl got so flaming mad at me for mentioning to anybody that I helped her. She's like, you ain't helped this motherfucking joke. And I wrote this shit myself. And I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Sis,
I
chill.
assumed you was like my friends, but I guess you're not.
Tranquila, sis.
Man,
She was really
everybody
on
want to
some
do it.
serious
Everybody want to
gas
do it on
and
their own so
was
bad.
mad at me for years over that.
Why?
years.
It's just like that's
Everybody want to say they did it on their own. Yeah, I
No,
did this by
and you
Everybody-
can't,
myself.
everybody wanna say
and
they
you
did it on
won't,
their
and
own.
you're not on the island. You can't do shit alone. Get over it. No.
How about
Get out.
that? Speaking of doing things on your own, let's talk about cheating. The idea of cheating is kind of weird to me because, like, people are considered cheaters when they're not even in a relationship yet. You know, they're not even together like that.
Are you talking
So,
about with the person or with the person they're supposed to be cheating on?
Well, with the person they're supposed to be cheating on, like you can have a girlfriend, quote unquote girlfriend, and if you dip out with somebody else, that's considered cheating. But y'all not together yet, are you? Am I tripping, Queen Sheba? Am I tripping?
Wait. Hypothetically, me and One Act Drama dating, and
Y'all dating.
then One Act Drama dip out with Marlon, but they not in a relationship yet, or we're not in a relationship yet.
Y'all not official.
Me
None
and
of
One
us
Act.
are official.
You and One Act Drama not official.
Oh yeah, nah, we not official is not cheating. Mm-mm. Now I might not like it if she don't tell me, maybe because I just want you to be open. Give me the opportunity. I might rock with it. I might go out with you and Marlon.
Okay. I like that.
Let me decide. Let me decide for me.
Marlon Ballard, could you ever take a cheater back? If you was with a young lady and she got caught cheating, could you take her back?
I did it before.
It's gonna say your character, Marlon.
I did it before. So, I mean, but I did it in hopes of I'm a, take her back and then I'm going to cheat on her so she can see how I feel.
Oh my God.
So you wanted to crush her spirit and cheat back on her, so you took her back.
King.
Yeah, I never cheated. That was the plan, but I'm like, that's too much energy. I don't feel like wasting all this
It's a lot.
energy.
It's a lot of energy.
I'm
Hey,
good.
how about this? One Act Drama. If you do cheat, do you take that shit to the grave?
you absolutely take it to the grave. You just tell your best friend, and that's it.
I ain't even telling her because she.
Oh, I told my best friend, I'm a cheat back. I'm a recovering cheat backer.
Recovering.
A recovering cheat backer. Okay.
Hey, I saw this video. Tell me what y'all think about this. Check it out.
What is one thing that you've never told your ex?
That I cheated on him. But I'll say it now.
How many times did you cheat on him?
One time I cheated on him when he went to the barbershop to get a lining. One of my clients hit me up like, I want you to come real quick. I got $1,000 for you. And I'm like, shit. Cool. Just drop this off. Went, made that money real quick, 10 minutes, and I was back by the time before he was done getting his lining.
Did you pay for his haircut?
No. Sure didn't. That felt good saying.
She's not a cheater. She's a prostitute.
First of all, what she got on? What she got on?
I have no idea what she's wearing, but it's fucking incredible.
I'm wearing it. I'm gonna wear that tomorrow.
Mhm.
I'm wearing it.
Why do I believe you have that outfit somewhere in your repertoire?
I mean, really, I let her borrow that actually. So.
I was about to say that's what she rode on her bike the other day.
That's why I fell off.
So here we go, guys. Should she have taken that shit to the grave? She said she felt better after saying it out loud. Queen Sheba.
I wonder why she said I can say it now. I wonder what that was.
I think he's dead.
I think it's hilarious. I think that they're no longer together, and he turns out he was probably horrible to her at some point.
Yeah, that's what it felt like. It felt like they were no longer together. So if they're not together anymore, she could say it. It don't matter. Nah, but if they were still together, then yeah, take it to the grave. But that was funny. She ain't paid for the haircut.
Wow, how about this drama? She goes off. First of all, what type of business does she have clients that'll call you and ask you for some head?
She's a prostitute. I told you.
Or
That was
prostitute.
she went to work.
Went to work.
Wow.
She looked like a dominatrix. Dominatrix.
Yeah.
Yeah, she got
went to
something
work.
going on.
I think prostitute is dead on.
Okay. So wait. So here's the question.
But what's the line
should a
between prostitution and
cheater
dating?
is she a cheater though? Because she did have a boyfriend. They were in the thing, and he obviously knows her lifestyle. Marlon Ballard, could you take this lady back? Let's look at her again.
What is one thing that you've never told your ex?
That
I can't take that home to my grandmother.
Oh my God.
Why not?
Look at her.
You was already with her in this scenario though.
She's fucking
I mean,
gorgeous,
if-
Marlon.
if-
She's not.
What is one thing that you've never told your ex?
that cheated on him.
No.
Oh, and they said X in the beginning.
Well,
He was already an ex.
So if he walked into that and she already had something like that on, he deserved it.
No,
how about that?
no.
We're not
no.
going to do sex workers this way, sir.
No, sir. Absolutely not. You're canceled.
No. Nope.
Wait, don't cancel Marlon Ballard.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
She deserve it because she dressed like that. She could dress however she wants to dress.
Oh, my
She can
God.
walk down the street naked if she
If-
wants. He don't.
If she was the escort walking into it and he still was like, I'm gonna get in a relationship
But
with
we
you.
don't know that. She could have been a dominatrix, and you don't have to have sex when you're a dominatrix.
That is.
They do it anyway.
Some do it
I mean,
anyway.
does it make it any better that she made $1,000 in for the transaction?
Absolutely.
$1,000 is $1. That's $1 now.
I mean, because people out here suck it for free. So
That's true.
They're in relationships.
Wow.
I mean, at least
All
you
right,
can
guys.
like Bill.
It's going tremendously. We're 40 minutes into the show. First of all, thank you to my friends for coming through. Queen Sheba is in the building. The founder of Poetry versus Hip Hop. Talk to me about the concept of poetry versus hip hop, because poetry is hip hop, or hip hop is poetry.
Poetry is definitely hip hop's mother, for sure. Poetry's been around way before hip hop. If people want to take it back to the Bibles, they talk about the Psalms. You want to take it back to the griots, you can take it back to the griots. You want to take it back to the kings and queens of England and Roman times, of Africa, of South Africa. Absolutely. Then poetry has been around way before hip hop. This year, we're celebrating the 50 years of hip hop. So hip hop is definitely poetry's son. But you can't have hip hop without poetry. And I appreciate so many artists saying that. Lupe Fiasco, Nas, Jay-Z. You can run the gamut of people who talk about poetry in the world. Kanye. I met Kanye as a young artist. Actually, Kanye opened for me in 2003 in Miami.
Were you impressed with him as a human being?
I was. We actually connected because we were just sitting in the audience, kind of waiting our turn to go up at this event called Funk Jazz down in Miami. And him and Yazra actually opened for me then. I was the featured poet. And it was really cool. So I got to meet him then and then another time. And I hate that we didn't connect for the long term, not just for the fame, but just, to know somebody cool, and
you know what? Like, I had these hats made. It says "Dream Bigger," and this is totally as a nod to Kanye, because the guy has a unbelievable belief in himself. And my question to myself after watching his documentary was, are you dreaming big enough? Do you have a big enough view of the world to dream big enough to be a super thing, a supernova of sorts? So
and
Kanye
Marlon said it earlier. You got to get out there. You got to read. You got to travel. You got to experience things to have that vision, to see other things, to know that there's more. So Poetry versus Hip Hop is a social impact platform disguised as a peace and love friendly battle. We always have a major headliner. This Saturday, we have Algebra headlining for us at the Southwest Arts Center down on New Hope Road. So come check us out down there this Saturday, 7 p.m. It is 5 poets versus 5 MCs. It's all peace, all love.
I'm coming to that. I'm in town this weekend. I'm coming.
Are you coming for real?
I'm coming. You know I come to your stuff when I can.
Okay, I'm gonna put you on the list, and I'm gonna announce on my social media that Rodney Perry's
Hilarious.
coming.
Rodney Perry's. It's really dope. So we always have a comedian open. Rodney Perry has actually been on our show. Rodney Perry has been on Poetry versus Hip Hop. We always have a comedian and a live band, and sometimes a third poet to open. We have had Tyler Chronicles. We just had. We're gonna have. Oh my God, why am I losing his name right now?
Odell.
Well, I've had Odell. I've had almost everybody. This show is 8 years old. We're celebrating our 8-year anniversary in September. So the city of South Fulton actually loves our show and wrote a grant and is sponsoring this entire thing. The city of Atlanta
loves
South
Fulton.
Come on, South Fulton. So the city of Atlanta loves our show, and we will be part of Arts Alive in September. So it's a really fun, infectious show, and the audience is involved the entire way, and they decide who goes home. We are the first.
People love competition too. People for some reason love to see competition happen.
They love competition. They love live music. They love comedy. You put them all together in one show, and you gone in 2.5 hours. I am, you know, I'm not trying to have a 4-hour show. Those days are over. The show is 2.5 hours.
I don't believe the human brain can sit still more than 2 hours.
2 hours. 2
Not,
hours.
not anymore.
Doors open at 7. Show started at 7:30. We gone by 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock. You can still even go to a party after that. You can still go to an after party. You can still go out to the club.
You can do something else, but you can't do one thing for
4 hours. No, you can't. You can't do it. And this is a show for the adults.
Let me hook you up with Marlon Ballard, who's a fabulous comedian. So is One Act Drama. They're your friends now. So this is gonna be great. All right, here we go, guys. Let's talk about this. Queen Sheba, can I say you're a member of the LGBTQ community?
Please, I'm looking for my wife. Hello, where's she at? Where is she at, y'all? Hook me up. I am 40 years old. I'm a Leo. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm rich. I'm fine. I got a new body. Come on through.
Come through. And I passed out last week. Okay. Get it.
And she got calf muscles. And she got calf muscles.
Come on, pants, having pants on, whatever that is, skirt.
Pants.
All right, here we go. So there's a debate now between trans women and real women. Well, I don't know if you can say real women. I think that cisgendered women and transgender women. And it's been a conversation that's happening on a lot of platforms. Check this out.
While everyone is in an uproar about who can bleed and who can't, men have become so obsessed with women that they want to turn into one. And I find it quite flattering that womanhood seems so great to you guys. Y'all know me. You may not like what I got to say, but I'm going to say it anyways. In recent conversation, there's been a lot of uproar between trans women and real women. In my opinion, I think the most misogynistic thing that a man can do is reject his biology as a man and go into women-dominated spaces telling other women how he's a better woman than them because it's based off of his feelings of how he perceives a woman to be, while walking in society emulating what he believes a woman looks like by replicating other women. When we're discussing womanhood, I cannot go to another woman and ask her what it feels like to be a woman, because being a woman is not a feeling. However, being a woman, I absolutely am subjected to my reproductive organs that identify me as a woman. And saying that doesn't mean that I'm less than a woman. It just means that that is the beginning of my woman origin and my woman experience. And for the women who can't have a baby, we still recognize those women as women because they do have the reproductive organs to do so. However, we also understand that something is medically wrong with them. I will give credence to the fact that women are not the only people who have a period if we're identifying them that way, because non-binary people or trans men actually can also have a period, but at the basis of it, we call those biological women. However, when you're talking about trans women, we understand that that is something that biologically impossible you cannot do. The power struggle here that comes into play is when there is a very small minority of people imposing onto a larger group of people that are telling them what they would like to be called, how they would like to be treated, how they would like to be pronounced, and how they would like to be identified, but then you're imposing terminology onto them that they have yet to accept. So I must appeal.
Thing goes on and on.
Let's go.
She said a mouthful.
Thing goes on and on. What's fair? What's fair, Queen Sheba, as we begin to have this conversation? Because like my only issue with the trans women is like in athletics and sports. Like if you're biologically a man and you come over and start competing into women that are biologically women, you have upper hand. And that's just not fair to me. But other than that, I think whatever is whatever. What's your thought?
That is correct. Being an adult athlete, that is something that comes up all the time. It is a argument, a conversation, a debate constantly. If it is fair that trans women come over into cisgender women's athletic spaces, then compete. There have been professional triathletes. Triathlete is swim, bike, run in that order. Professional triathlete women who have dropped out and said, I quit, I can't do it. There was a woman that came in second place to a trans woman 3 times in a row in a professional sport, and she said, I just can't do it. I can't compete. Men are not made the same as women. Cisgender men and cisgender women are not made the same. The muscle mass is more, the genetic makeup is different. It's not a fair fight. So that in that instance is not fair. And like you said, whatever you want to be called beyond that is completely, totally up to you. And by the way, my pronoun is God. I'm everything, all the time, everywhere, all at once.
Come on, God. Marlon Ballard, man, what's your thoughts, man? You date cisgender women. Does the whole conversation about trans women, does that bother you at all, that you could potentially be in a conversation with somebody that wasn't born a woman?
I mean, honestly, all that shit's confusing to me. I just stay out of it because I don't like getting in motherfuckers' businesses. But they shouldn't be in athletics, like Queen Sheba said, because if you're a grown ass man beating up on women and whatnot and celebrating the shit. So I mean, but I knew there was, but I called it when they first started happening, when they started doing the gender friendly and everything. I'm like these they gonna find a loophole and they gonna start getting in these sports and whatnot, and nobody's gonna say nothing until they start beating the hell out of these women. Now it's happening. Now they're like, okay, that's wrong. I'm like,
there should be a transgender category, and then there should be a transgender woman category and a transgender man category.
Absolutely.
But I have a question for both of you. If you both were dating people that you assumed were the opposite sex, one act drama, are you straight? I don't want to offend. Okay. So if you were dating a man, you fell in love, and Marlon, you were dating a woman and fell in love. Later, you fell in love. You know how it happens. 2 months later, 3 months later, you find out they are Marlon, you find out they're a trans woman, and at one act drama, you find out is a trans man. How would you respond to that?
Oh, we're done. And not because you're trans, because you're a liar.
Because you lied.
Wow, how about that?
Same. And then if Jerry Springer was alive, we're going Jerry Springer first, make that little bit of money, and then I'm gone. I'm done.
They pay?
Jerry Springer, I mean, when he was alive, they paid. So I'm like,
that's gonna be a difficult episode to shoot unless you go where he is.
I don't know, guys. I mean, that's a great question, Queen Sheba. I'm thinking, I mean, the easy answer is it's over, but I mean, if you're in love, I guess.
I left my ex-husband. I loved him. He's a liar.
Right.
Are we in a world where it's open enough that somebody
please
can
let me
tell
be
you?
clear. I'm in no way attracted to men, but some of these ladies look like women.
Some of these trans women.
I'll tell you what. Great job. The trans woman that I will fall for has to have went all the way. She can't have no penis. She can't have no penis.
I think we live in a world of love now, and if taking out the lying part.
Okay, how much I love her, she can't have no penis.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Let's see, Ronnie saying that, but as soon as somebody hear him saying that, they're like, oh well, what's wrong with the women that got steel penis? And then it's like it always turns into something.
You gotta be mad at me.
It always turns into something.
And I'm not living my life like that.
Yeah.
Nah.
It always turns into something.
Days is over. You can't do it. You got to live your life. What makes you happy? The end. Period. Goodbye.
But I'll take a page.
Rodney Perry, why?
Why?
I'm just saying, I'm anti-penis. I'm anti-penis. I want a dude with a penis or a woman with a penis. I don't want no penis.
No penises.
Well,
I'm
neither, Rodney. I don't want no penis either.
Good for you.
I like penis.
Yes, a pro-trans league is what we are discussing. I'm not a part of that or a part of making that happen, but within the athletic circles, we are talking about pro-trans leagues where there is a trans woman league, which means men that have become women, and that there is a trans.
Now, Dave Chappelle said something interesting. Dave Chappelle said this was a non-issue until white men decided they wanted to be women. Because these men, these men were just drag queens for many years.
Yep.
They were performers. They dressed like women, but they didn't necessarily want to be women. They were still men, right?
Right.
White men desire to take over and tarnish and destroy everything. They have proven this since the beginning of time. A white man will come in and pillage at every opportunity given to them and taken. You don't even have to give it. They're going to take the opportunity to ruin something.
God's Having said the trans community started jumping on Flame again. Flame Monroe, comedian extraordinaire, has been standing in the face of a lot of criticism for her stance, her me, she, we stance. And when she doesn't kind of conform to the status quo of the trans world, they come after her, and it's really not fair, I don't think.
Oh, so she went rogue pretty much.
She is definitely.
She's always been rogue.
Yeah. Hey.
I say if it has to do with DNA, then those are avenues they should stay out of. If it affects like sports, bathroom, like if it deals with DNA where you can have the upper hand, you need your own category for it. If it's just based on looks alone, I'll call you what you want me to call you. But when it comes to DNA, you need to separate because the DNA makeup of men and women.
T.S. Madison brought up Flame last night. T.S. Madison, so I had a run-in with T.S. Madison before. But when I first met her, I didn't know. So I walked into an interview. And she was already in the room. And the host kind of threw me under the bus. She was like, yo, did you know that this used to be a man? And I was like, yo, not at all. And to the naked eye, T.S. Madison is a heavy-set woman. Like, I would have never even questioned it. If she hadn't told me, she'd just been a woman with some fucking big old titties. I didn't know she had a penis at all.
She got a big penis too.
When I learned that, and she was like, well, you can't talk to me that way. I was like, well, hold on. If you're not willing to educate me, don't jump on me.
That's fair.
And some trans people in the LGBTQ community is like, look, I'm sick of explaining myself. I'm like, I don't know if you have the luxury of not explaining the trans world to a person that doesn't understand it.
I'm a Black woman and I'm sick of explaining myself. And I don't have the luxury not to explain myself when it's necessary. And to earn stripes.
And this is by no means the end of this conversation. We'll still be having this conversation for the next 20 or 30 years.
Yes, we will.
And so this is something that we have to think about, folks, as we move on. And your friends and your family will be trans. Your brother, your uncle, your sister, your auntie.
That's it. Black people are tired of explaining ourselves. Women are tired of explaining ourselves. Keep going. Keep explaining it. Keep educating people. If that's what you want, if you want people to be educated, then it is your responsibility. I've been explaining myself and educating people for more than 22 years. It's not going to stop until I'm dust. Keep explaining.
How about that? Marlon Ballard, how do we stay in touch, bro?
At Marlon Comedy on everything. I'm out here about to put up some new dates, and I'll see y'all out there.
I love that. Marlon is a super comedian, man. Very funny guy. One Act Drama. How do we stay in touch?
Follow me on all social media at One Act Drama. And if you're in the Dallas, Texas area, catch me next weekend with Coco Brown. Pew, pew, pew.
Are you in Atlanta or are you in Dallas?
I'm in Dallas.
But you live in Dallas?
Mm-hmm. I'm back and forth.
Dang, I was just there.
She coming back.
Yeah, I was just there.
I was just there too. Okay.
All right, Queen Sheba, the Queen Sheba, how do we stay in touch?
You stay in touch with me by sliding nudes in my DM. That's what you do. That's what I need. It keeps my day going. But the Queen Sheba on all social media and also at Poetry versus Hip Hop. So come check me out. I just put up new dates last night as well on my IG. I put them up every Monday. So that's how you can find out where I'm going to be performing and explaining myself.
All right, the Queen Sheba, can you bless us with a piece before we go?
Look, They tricked us. You're not supposed to love it unless I'm half nude, nipples protruding through on the video shoot, but you already know what I'm about. A self-sponsored headhunter, red, black, and green on my medallion, a black fist on my afro pick. First rule, only fools Google the revolution. I tell these players the same as I tell these street hustlers. Your position's entry level, fronting like you're an executive and you work in the mailroom, getting FICA like Louima, plunging in the bathroom while white folks got the office with the window. Rebel music makes gangsters clap for a different reason. No hammers, no barrels, just applause and a reason to go home. And I can't lie and say I ain't thought about suicide, but if Jesus walks, then Allah runs marathons. Kickbox your skeletons, plan to make better decisions, work smarter, play harder, let your children love their father, procreate, plant seeds like a garden, and pray to God they find peace and self-knowledge. Because you're not supposed to love yourself unless you wake up like the Simpsons, expecting everybody to hate Chris and end up like Bobby and Whitney. Take control like Dave put the Chappelle show on hold and chant Pharaoh, Pharaoh, tell the police to release the chokehold and let my people go. Peace.
Love it.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Pew, 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 pew.
That was
You
so
better not
dope.
stab Marlon. Oh my God, I can't stand what to say.
She is at the Queen Sheba. My name is Rodney Perry. That's our show for today. Great show, guys. Well done. Tony Neal said we did a good job. Thank you, Tony Neal.
Thank you.
Appreciate you. Wow, what a great show. Queen Sheba, you must come back. One Act Drama. One Act Drama, you know I love you, and the ground you walk on. And Marlon Ballard, if anybody ever tell you that I don't love you, they're a liar. Okay?
Yeah, I know, man.
Fucking liar. Hey, y'all, that's our show for today. Rodney Perry. This is Rodney Perry Live. We got to get out of here. It's over.
Okay.
Rodney Perry.
Oh.